How to Live Forever, or Die Trying. How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, by Brian Appleyard is a thought-provoking exploration of humanity's obsession with immortality and the scientific, philosophical, and ethical implications of trying to extend human life indefinitely. The book is an inquiry into the human desire to conquer death, weaving together historical, scientific, and personal narratives to explore what it means to live forever and the cost of pursuing immortality. Appleyard begins by examining the origins of mankind's fascination with eternal life, tracing it back to ancient myths, religious beliefs, and philosophical traditions. From the Epic of Gilgamesh to modern-day transhumanism, the quest for immortality has been deeply rooted in our collective psyche. The idea of defeating death has inspired countless stories, religious doctrines, and scientific endeavors. Appleyard asks what it is about death that terrifies humanity and how our quest to overcome it has evolved over the centuries. The book delves into the rapidly advancing fields of biotechnology, genetics, and artificial intelligence, exploring how cutting-edge research may make it possible to extend life significantly or even eliminate death altogether. Appleyard highlights scientists who are working on radical technologies, such as cryonics, life extension therapies, and mind uploading, to prolong human life. Figures like Ray Kurzweil, Aubrey de Grey, and other futurists are featured prominently, offering insights into the possibilities of achieving immortality through technological means. However, Appleyard is not only concerned with the scientific feasibility of living forever. He raises important ethical and philosophical questions. If we could live forever, should we? What would it mean for our relationships, our societies, and our sense of purpose? Appleyard wrestles with the implications of a world where death is no longer a certainty. Would eternal life lead to boredom, stagnation, and a loss of meaning? What would happen to the human experience, art, culture, and creativity if we no longer had to contend with mortality? Appleyard also explores the darker side of the quest for immortality. He examines the fears and anxieties that drive people to pursue life extension technologies, including the fear of aging, disease, and loss of loved ones. The book looks at how the promise of immortality is often marketed to vulnerable individuals, and how the rich and powerful may disproportionately benefit from these advancements, further exacerbating social inequalities. Throughout How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, Appleyard maintains a balanced perspective, neither endorsing nor condemning the pursuit of immortality outright. Instead, he invites readers to reflect on their own beliefs about life, death, and what it means to live a fulfilling existence. The book ultimately challenges us to reconsider our relationship with death and encourages us to think deeply about the implications of our scientific advancements. In conclusion, How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, is a fascinating exploration of humanity's age-old desire to overcome death and the complex questions that arise as we inch closer to achieving that goal. Appleyard's insightful writing and thought-provoking analysis make this book a must-read for anyone interested in the future of human life, the ethics of technological innovation, and the eternal question of what it means to be mortal. The subject of immortality has fascinated humanity for millennia, serving as a central theme in mythology, religion, and philosophy. How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, dives into this universal quest by examining not only the scientific pursuit of eternal life but also the existential and ethical dilemmas it raises. The book raises crucial questions. What does it truly mean to live forever? How would it change our experience of being human, and at what cost? The dream of immortality. From myth to modernity, the longing for immortality has ancient roots. Myths from nearly every culture tell stories of gods, heroes, or mortals seeking eternal life. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest recorded narratives, the eponymous hero embarks on a quest for immortality after the death of his friend Enkidu. His journey ends in the realization that immortality is not within human reach, and he returns home with a new understanding of life's fleeting nature. Similarly, many religious traditions have grappled with the concept of eternal life. Christianity promises eternal life in the form of the soul's salvation, while Hinduism and Buddhism speak of reincarnation or liberation from the cycle of life and death, moksha or nirvana. These spiritual frameworks provide meaning and comfort in the face of mortality, suggesting that life extends beyond the physical body. But in the modern world, as science has advanced, the pursuit of immortality has taken on a new dimension. Science and technology have made it possible to prolong life through medical advancements, leading to hopes that death can be postponed indefinitely, if not defeated outright. It is no longer just the realm of gods and spirits but of laboratories and silicon chips. The science of immortality, biotechnology and artificial intelligence today, life extension research is at the forefront of medical and technological innovation. Scientists are exploring gene therapies, stem cell research, and nanotechnology to slow or even reverse the aging process. Biotech companies such as Calico, a subsidiary of Google, are investing billions in research aimed at combating age-related diseases and extending human lifespans. One of the most intriguing fields in this quest is cryonics, the practice of freezing the human body or brain at the point of death in the hopes that future technology will be able to revive them and cure the ailments that led to death in the first place. Cryonics enthusiasts, such as those supported by organizations like Alcor, believe that death is a process, not an event, and that modern cryopreservation methods could offer a way to sidestep it. On the more futuristic end of the spectrum, transhumanism, the belief that humans can transcend their biological limitations, proposes that through artificial intelligence and mind uploading, we might be able to live forever in digital form. Futurists like Ray Kurzweil envision a time when human consciousness can be transferred to a machine, creating a form of digital immortality. In this scenario, the human brain would be uploaded into a computer, potentially allowing individuals to live inside a virtual environment for as long as they desire. This is a tantalizing concept, but it raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness. If we upload our minds to a computer, are we still ourselves? Or would it be a mere copy, devoid of the subjective experience that defines human consciousness? These questions border on the philosophical, stretching into discussions about the mind-body problem, identity, and the nature of self-awareness. The ethical implications: should we live forever? The scientific pursuit of immortality, while exciting, is not without its controversies. Appleyard raises many of these concerns in How to Live Forever, or Die Trying. One key question is whether it is ethical to extend human life indefinitely. Consider the societal implications of a world where immortality is possible but accessible only to the wealthy. Technologies like life extension therapies and mind uploading could create an even wider gap between the rich and poor, exacerbating existing social inequalities. If only the elite can afford to live forever, would this create a new kind of social hierarchy, where the rich become effectively immortal while the poor are left to face death? There are also environmental and resource-related concerns. The planet is already struggling to support a growing population. If people lived for centuries or even millennia, how would we manage limited resources such as food, water, and space? Prolonging life on a mass scale could lead to overpopulation and strain global ecosystems even further. The existential question: what makes life meaningful? Perhaps the deepest question Appleyard raises is whether immortality would enhance or diminish the human experience. Mortality gives life urgency. Knowing that time is limited drives people to create, love, and pursue meaningful experiences. Without the looming presence of death, would life lose its intensity and meaning? Some philosophers argue that eternal life might lead to a kind of existential boredom, a paradise syndrome, where the endless repetition of experiences robs them of their value. If there is no end, no sense of finality, would life's pleasures become mundane? The philosopher Bernard Williams famously argued that the prospect of immortality is inherently undesirable because humans are creatures who thrive on a sense of purpose, and that purpose is often derived from the knowledge that life is finite. The future. Where do we go from here? As science pushes the boundaries of what is possible, humanity is faced with unprecedented choices. Should we strive to live forever? How will the pursuit of immortality reshape societies, economies, and our understanding of what it means to be human. Appleyard does not offer definitive answers but instead leaves readers with a rich tapestry of questions. How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, invites us to think critically about our own mortality, the ethical dimensions of life extension, and the philosophical implications of a world without death. Whether or not science ever succeeds in granting us immortality, the journey toward that goal forces us to confront one of the most profound and universal aspects of human existence: the inevitability of death and what it means to live a meaningful life in the face of it. In conclusion, How to Live Forever, or Die Trying, is a fascinating exploration of humanity's age-old desire to overcome death and the complex questions that arise as we inch closer to achieving that goal. Please subscribe to our channel and like and share it to others. Thanks for your time for watching to our channel. Appleyard's insightful writing and thought-provoking analysis make this book a must-read for anyone interested in the future of human life, the ethics of technological innovation, and the eternal question of what it means to be mortal.